Right then guys, Gaffed is back with the explanation to the nut through glass. It does require one thing, 2 nuts. Now these are real pistachios. I did crack them open, pull the nut out, super glued a strong magnet inside, and then cut the nut just so the nut would fit back into the pistachio. So under examination, this looks like a real pistachio. It is a real pistachio. It's just been modified. Likewise this one is. I mean, you could hand these out. It would pass a examination, but you wouldn't hand them both out, obviously. And make sure they haven't got anything magnetic on them, because you don't want the pistachio to attract to a magnet. And obviously you need a magnetic ring, PK magnetic ring, eBay, a couple of quid from China. So you're going to start out with one of the nuts hidden in your hand. You're just going to show we've got a nut. Now, is it unusual to have a nut? Not really. Go to parties or whatever, you've got nibbles. There's usually nuts, so it's not that unusual. So you're going to show the nut. You can hand this out for examination, and a glass. All the while you're hiding this nut in your hand. You can get the spectator to drop the nut in the glass if you want, and give it a rattle. They can really see it's in the glass. Now all you're going to do is grab hold of the glass like this. The PK ring will attract to the nut in the glass, so when you tip it over, the nut will stay in the glass. So what you're going to do is pick up the glass, tip what they think is the nut out of the glass into your hand. You're literally just going to open up your hand, show the nut. Keep your hand tight against this glass because you're holding this nut with the ring. But to spectator, all they can see is the back of your hand. So you're going to place the nut that just came out the glass on the top. Now, because I've got a strong magnet in this, and my ring is, I don't know, 4 or 5 inches away, it does kind of attract to this nut. So when you put it down, be careful because it might move about a little bit. Now all you're going to do is simply bring your hand up. The one glass will fall, or the nut will fall into the glass. The other nut's going to be attached to your ring. So in a real world situation, nut in your hand. Let me just show you something crazy with the glass and a nut. We pop the nut in the glass and we tip it out and we place it on the top. And with a little swipe like that, it penetrates the glass and the other nut is stuck to your magnet. So that is a trick, guys. Smash the like button, subscribe to the Gaff Academy, excuse me, and we'll see you tomorrow for another card trick. Cheers. Oh, by the way, you can buy these offline. I bought a couple of these offline, and when it turned up, it's like, oh my god, that is a plastic nut. Of course it was going to be a plastic nut, Gaffer. It was only like 99p, but it was like, you're never going to get away with a plastic pistachio. So cheers.